shocks me about this game.
And that Drew rim, it's still loose. Luka got it back. He did it. An improbable comeback by Dallas to tie it with 1 second left.
His name is Luka the Don Doncic, and he's become the catalyst for the Dallas Mavericks organization. Man, oh man. You know, I got some people in my life that love and will swear by Luka. I've had multiple people in my life tell me that Luka is the best scorer of the basketball they've ever seen. When you're talking about ease of getting a bucket, I've had multiple people tell me they believe Luka scores the easiest in NBA history. So let me know if you agree as we go through some of Luka's top games during the 2022-23 NBA season. All right, I don't want to waste your time. I know y'all on your grind. Let's highlight the Don himself, Luka's best moments from this season. Let me know what was your top game from Luka. Let's go to Los Angeles first, where Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks have had their battles with Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers of late. Luka scored 40 points against the Clippers now 9 times. I mean, he went to work on Los Angeles in this one. The problem is he didn't get a lot of help. You see the Dallas Mavericks are down double digits. Luka's going to nail a 3 right here to cut the Mavs deficit down to 8 with 2:50 remaining. Luka had 20 points in the fourth quarter. It's not going to be enough, though. The Claw, Kawhi had 33 points on 12 shots. Luka drops an impressive 43 points, 11 boards, and 7 assists, but it's in a losing effort as Dallas falls to the Clippers by 12. Let's keep this train moving. This time, Dallas is at home with a big-time matchup against one of the East best, Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. This game did not disappoint in large part because Luka and his new backcourt mate Kyrie Irving did not disappoint. How about Kyrie Irving dropping 40 points? He wasn't alone. You see that 3 from Luka gives Dallas a 25-point lead. The Sixers give him credit. We used their second unit and Tyrese Maxey to fight back in this basketball game and cut their deficit down to 6. When it was all said and done, too much Kyrie and definitely too much Luka. The Don, just another night at the office. 42 points and 12 assists. Dallas Mavericks hold on to beat the Philadelphia 76ers 133-126. A team that Luka has had a lot of success with in his career is none other than his in-division rival in the Houston Rockets. And on December 29th, this game was no different. Luka had just had a 60-point triple-double. He follows that up with a 35-point, 12-rebound, 13-assist game against the Rockets. I mean, just some gorgeous passes from Luka. His feel for the game is second to none. Luka putting on a clinic every which way. The Don beating the first half buzzer. This 3 counts. Dallas would take a 14-point lead as we went into the locker room. In the third, guess where this train goes? More Luka. He's so methodical in his approach, but he always knows exactly the spot that he wants to get to. And that spot is usually a half a second quicker than anybody trying to guard him gets to. Look at this dime up top to Dwight Powell. A perfectly placed pass. That's a tongue twister for you, where only Dwight could get it. Luka just showing off at this point. Oh my goodness, Luka. To Davis Bertans, who finishes. Yeah, JaVale, your man's got that court vision. It's Luka. Up fake, score. Luka gets a standing ovation from Dallas as he takes care of business. The Dallas Mavericks would ease past the Houston Rockets with a 15-point win. This was a monster matchup out west. The first time these two teams got it on following their Western Conference Finals matchup, in which the Golden State Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. Luka and Dallas get some revenge. November 29th against the Golden State Warriors. They got off to a good start. Dallas takes the early 12-point lead. Luka had another just great performance. Yo, these triple doubles by Luka are not just coming with like 15 points, 18 points. He's dropping 40 pieces along with the triple doubles. With 2 minutes to go, Steph Curry, though, gives the Warriors the 2-point lead with a ridiculous three-pointer. Here's a dime from Luka to Tim Hardaway Jr., who responds with a three. And then Luka maybe got away with a push-off. It's the done. You're not going to call it. Dallas up by a couple. In the closing seconds, Steph Curry about to shoot a three, but he's called for the rare late game travel, and he did move that pivot foot. Dallas goes 1 for 2 from the line, which means the Warriors still got a chance to tie. It's Thompson with the three-point opportunity at the buzzer to force OT. It's no good, which means Luka and Dallas get a little bit of get back. 41 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists for the Don. Mavs escaped the Warriors by 3. Oh, looking back, this game had some precursors that a lot of us probably didn't expect. It's Luka and the Dallas Mavericks in Brooklyn to take on, at the time, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the Nets. Luka came to play, not knowing that he was going at his future teammate. It's the Don throwing down the rare Luka jam. Third quarter, he's always going at his pace. And though it looks slow on camera, I'm sure to the defender, it's pretty darn quick. Look at what Luka's having to deal with. The Nets got their best on-ball defender on him in Ben Simmons. That's not working at all. Luka's just throwing the ball over his head, diming it up to Maxi Kleber. Also, keep in mind, Kyrie had 39 points in this game. Kevin Durant had 37 points in this game. So Luka's got a lot going on. This game will go to OT, and the Don remains unwavered. Luka just putting on a show in Brooklyn. This time, the Reggie Bullock gives the Mavs a 9-point lead in OT. It's Luka. This all a part of a 41-point, 11 rebound, 14 assists, magical performance from Doncic, who helps the Mavs beat the Nets by 4 in overtime. What if I told you two of the best guards out west were about to get it on? Well, that happened on November 12th this season. Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks taking on Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Guess who brought their A game to work? It's Luka. These floaters that he gets off in the lane, so slept on. Luka got Dallas up by 13. Let's get to the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game here. It's Doncic. You cannot stop him when he's got the ball in his strong hand. I don't care who you are. When he's that close to the rim, he's going to score. This deep three from Damian Lillard, though, actually gives the Blazers the 3-point lead. Other end, a lot of these games were defined by Luka's greatness early and Spencer Dinwiddie's greatness late. Dinwiddie had a 10-point fourth quarter. Dallas retakes the lead. Double comes Luka away. Guess who that leaves open? It's Dinwiddie for 3. So a lot of this game was about Luka Doncic making the right passes out of double teams, getting his man's looks. I mean, Luka still balled out. He had 42 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. But late in this one, Luka got help from Dinwiddie as the Mavs got the win. Here we go again, right back to the Houston Rockets. Luka loves to beat up on the Rockets. And on December 23rd, Luka really beat up on the Rockets. A 17 from 30 shooting performance from Luka. Rockets were game, though. Give them credit. We're in the fourth, and Houston's actually up until the Don just goes crazy again. 17 points in the fourth quarter. What is that? Yo, you cannot go and one style in the middle of a 1-point game. I guess when you're Luka, you can. The Don nailing deep bucket after deep bucket. At this point, he's on fire. Jabari Smith would do all he could to keep Dallas afloat. Jabari with the 3, and then how about that dish inside the Alex Şengün? Houston within a point, but when it's winning time, Dallas had Luka and Houston did not. At the time, this was a season-high 50 points for Luka, but trust and believe, this was just the beginning of a ridiculous stretch for Doncic. His Mavs got the 112-106 win over the Rockets, and trust and believe they're not done. A little trash talk from Luka as the Detroit Pistons came into Dallas to take on the Don's Mavericks. Luka just going to work. It's one-on-one, which means it's one-on-none. The Don for three. Detroit throwing multiple defenders in the direction of Luka, and none of it is working. Doncic going to work. You gonna put the big on Luka? Isaiah Stewart has no chance at guarding Don. Start calling this man Don. Detroit, though, as a team, playing really well. They're up double digits midway through the third on Dallas. Luka's like, that's not gonna last for long. Look at these long strides. Just a couple dribbles leads Luka to the bucket. We had a three-point game in the fourth. Easy spin move on Killian Haynes for the bucket. This was actually Luka's first game back. He had sprained his ankle like a week prior, and he came back with a vengeance. More on him in a second. First off, though, how about Bogdanovic giving Detroit a much-needed boost down the stretch? Still a 2-point game. Luka is going to put it away, though. 53 points for Luka. He did most of his work in the first and third quarters. Also, a little trash talk for the Detroit Pistons coaching staff. Yeah, I'm him and you're not. Dallas wins by 6 over a feisty Detroit team at the time. Luka's not done beating up on really bad teams. Keldon Johnson and the San Antonio Spurs brought their A games to a matchup against Luka. Dallas was just better. Specifically, Luka was just better. Look at that spin move, and when we're tied up early, Luka untying this game with the three-pointer. Money. Dallas up 23-20. This game took place right before the new year, December 31st to be exact. Luka is going to make some history in this one. This was his third 50-point game in his previous 5 games. He became the first player in NBA history in this game with 250 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists in a 5-game span. Luka just going dumb at this point. No, he didn't go with the floater off one leg to beat the third quarter buzzer. Fourth quarter, it's Keldon Johnson and San Antonio making this a fight. Here's the play of the game right here. Trey Jones is going to get fouled, all right? He needs to miss the third free throw intentionally and get it back. So he does just that. Now he's got a chance to go to the line and make 2 free throws to tie the game. He does not need to miss this free throw, though. He does, and Dallas holds on to win by 1. Luka, how about 51 points and 9 assists? I'm telling you, any team that plays in Texas that the Dallas Mavericks got to go against, you in trouble, in my Migos voice. And last but not least, number 1 in the hood for Luka Doncic's great performances in the 2022-23 season. What Luka did to the New York Knicks is criminal, and he should be arrested in 36 of 50 states for RICO. Luka, a one-man gang just destroying the Knickerbockers. In the third, it's New York up by 9. Luka said, not for long. The Don, signing Randall with the 3. And then Luka daring New York to switch. This time around, Grimes holds on to Luka. Didn't hold tight enough. The Don scores. Grimes, though, will get a little get back on the other end. How about that three-pointer? Goes, and then Randall, a beautiful up and under move from Randall. Knicks are up by 9 with 100 seconds to go. Should be a win, right? No, it's not. Luka with an and 1. Mavs now are down by 4. Some more help from Spencer Dinwiddie makes it a 1-point game. Okay. Now, after 2 Knicks free throws, Dallas is down by 3. Knicks opt to foul Luka, not let him get one of those threes off. Pretty smart move, right? Okay, Luka makes the first. On the second free throw, he intentionally misses, but gets it back and puts it in with the rare, successful missed free throw when you're down by 3. Luka ties the game up. And in overtime, did you really think the Don was going to waste that incredible buzzer beater in regulation? Absolutely not. Luka Doncic, a franchise record 60 points as the Dallas Mavericks beat the New York Knicks in OT. Did I mention this man also had 21 rebounds and 10 assists? A disgustingly nasty triple-double from Luka on December 27th to cap off his greatest games this season. What Luka did to the New York Knicks was absolutely disgusting. Some of these games I do believe are going to live in NBA history. That 60-21 game, I believe we're going to be talking about that one for years to come. What Luka continues to do to his Southwest Division, especially those two teams that also reside in Texas, in the San Antonio Spurs and Houston Rockets, is nothing short of criminal. Luka Doncic continues to be one of the game's greatest talents, and he's only 23 and getting better. His ease of getting to the bucket, man, is just second to none. Let me know what was your favorite moment from Luka's top games this season. If you have not done so, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I don't want to hear that I just came for a view. The views ain't enough. I need the subscription. As you may know, it takes a lot of time, hard work to create videos like this. I enjoy doing them, but obviously I make my ends meet this way. So if you enjoyed this Luka Doncic top games video, make sure you subscribe to the platform right now. It's truly the best way I see that we're growing as a platform. All right? Time, love, support is what your boy would never take for granted. Salute. I'm out.